my friends, I'm Bee and this is Bee's Intuition, and today we're going to do a reading all about what's coming towards the collective right now. So I'm just going to dive right in. Let's just get into it. Please and thank you, Spirit. What's coming towards the collective right now? Please and thank you. What's coming towards the collective right now? Please and thank you, Spirit. Oh my. Well, quite a bit of things, it seems like. Ooh. Starting out, we have the Knight of Swords, the fastest moving knight in the deck. Somebody wants to come in with communication in bad, in quick. Like, this is probably going to happen soon. Ace of Wands, it could be a message of passion. Maybe somebody's very attracted to you, wants to take you on a date or something. Okay. Nine of Pentacles, so you're probably like doing your own thing, working on yourself, working on your finances, just like, you know, vibing, doing great. Six of Cups, this could indicate that this is somebody from your past. Typically the Six of Cups talks about a positive connection from your past. So it doesn't even have to be an ex, it could be like a friend, an acquaintance, a coworker, like. But it seems like there is some sort of attraction going on here, so it could be something like somebody that you overlooked in the past even. And then the Hanged Man. So if this is the energy of the person coming towards you, they had some sort of major perspective shift about something. Something that they've been thinking of, or yeah. It's like they're seeing something in a completely different light now, if this is the energy for that person. And if that's not the person coming towards you, it's probably your energy. But bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands. So this could be indicating that somebody feels burdened. It could be this Knight of Swords coming towards you because they have this information that they really want to share with you, this message of some sort. And so maybe they feel burdened right now because they're not telling you. And so that's that could even be a motivating factor to bring them towards you, is the fact that they feel burdened by this information in some regard. Okay, let's just like start clarifying. Can you clarify that Knight of Swords for me, please, and thank you? Clarify that Knight of Swords, please, and thank you. For the collective. Okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. What? Y'all. Okay. So the first card that came out was the Page of Cups. So like, clearly somebody has a little crush on ya. There was a message I got with this one. I can't remember it. But pretty much I think that they're going to be communicating that they got the feels for ya. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. Six of Wands. They want to celebrate you, or you're already being celebrated in some way. Maybe that's also part of what's causing this person to come towards you. Ten of Cups, this person is in love with you and sees like everything with you. A happy home, a happy life, like happily ever after vibes, like emotional fulfillment on a level that they've never known is what I'm getting. Wow. I'm also getting with that card, I don't usually get this message with that card, but like I'm getting like you may be this person's peace, if that makes sense. Like something about you calms this person, grounds this person in some way. Very interesting. Ace of Pentacles. So they want to start something new here, a new beginning, build something from the ground up. I like that energy. The Judgment card. So it could very well have to do with, they want to like make a, because like with that Judgment card, it's very much like a new phase, right? So it's like There's like a transformative nature, but also like, yeah, I feel like they want to open a new chapter with you. Like, I feel like it's almost like, it feels like they're starting from scratch. Like, I'm literally in my mind, I'm getting the image of somebody shaking an etch-a-sketch. I don't know what it's called, but you know what I mean. Like, you shake it and it clears out the image that you drew on it. Yeah, it's like they want to start from scratch. They want to start something with you. And since they're showing up as the Page of Cups, I don't know if this is somebody from your past. This Knight of Swords. It could be somebody that yeah, it might not even be from your past. It might actually just be somebody that, like, you know, somebody that has a crush on you. But yeah, regardless, they want to have this new phase of life with you. Like, they see their next phase of life having to do with you. I can dig. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. So this could be very well how they view you. You're a very loving person, very kind, giving. And this could also indicate that they have crazily, no, that's not the word I was looking for, but they just have super intense emotions for you, and it seems like it's love. Or, you know, if it's at the beginning stages of love, it's probably just feelings, you know. You got those, like, sparks flying a little bit. Okay. There's something about this Judgment card, though. Oh, with the angel, with the, you know, the horn here, it really gives me the feeling of major message, trying to get your attention. Also, they're all naked, so it could be something being exposed here, which sounds bad, but it could just be simply exposing their feelings, you know? Okay. Ace of Wands. Let's clarify that, please, and thank you, Spirit. Can we clarify the Ace of Wands, please, and thank you, Spirit? Try not to shake the microphone cord too much, because I don't know how it sounds on your end. Don't want it to sound bad. That would suck. Okay. Clarify that Ace of Wands, please, and thank you, Spirit. Can you clarify that Ace of Wands for me, please, and thank you, Spirit? In regards to the collective, and what's coming towards the collective. Ooh. I like it. Okay. So, Ace of Wands clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Death card, the Moon card. Okay. Somebody's going through a major transformation, and this is something that you don't see. It's going on behind the scenes. This is such an interesting message I'm getting too, because like the Ace of Wands is about like physical attraction, wanting to start something in that department, not necessarily always having to do with sex, but it could just be like somebody expressing like that they're very attracted to you, those kinds of things. And it's kind of interesting that it's clarified by like the Nine of Wands and the Death card and the Moon card, but mostly the Nine of Wands is sticking out to me in particular. I'm almost getting, this is a strange message, but I'm getting the message that this is somebody who may have been a player in the past. And as a result, they had very unfulfilling relationships and maybe even toxic relationships with people. It changed them. And it caused them to be maybe even bitter to a degree. Or just like looking on love with very judgmental eyes, like very much like skeptical when it comes to love. Or anything revolving around passion. So maybe this is somebody also that like can't trust, like this is such a weird message, but it's like they can't trust who they're attracted to, because it's almost like every time they go for the person that they're attracted to, it ends in like pain. I don't know where that message is coming from, but it's so specific. But, you know, all of that is like, I feel like the beginning stage. And then there's this huge transformation taking on. or taking part right now. And so it's like, and it's something that you don't see with the moon card covering it. So I imagine that they're working through these issues of like, I'm almost getting like a balancing of passion, because like, I think I mentioned this before in a previous reading at one point, but like, you know, when it comes to love and relationships and stuff like that, you need more than just attraction, you know? And so it's like, maybe this person doesn't trust like who they're attracted to. And like, usually like, if they're attracted to somebody, then like almost always the attractiveness is all that they have to offer. And so it's like, I feel like this person really wants to change, because you don't go through the death card stage unless you know that this is something that is necessary for your growth and stuff and forward expansion. So it's like, yeah, they're transforming their mindsets, they're transforming the way that they practice relationships, the way that they go about relationships. Okay. The moon card. They could be fearful of judgment. Maybe in terms of like, when this person comes out of their transformative phase, maybe they'll be judged by their like peers or something. Or I'm almost getting the message, again, if they had like some sort of past, like being like a playboy or play person, you know, somebody that like, you know, didn't commit to people but just kind of had fun and stuff, they may feel like they're still being judged based upon that past, and they don't want to be, I feel like. Okay, I think I'll circle back to get some more clarification afterwards, because I feel like there's a couple of details that I still want to dive into a little bit, but that's a good start. Oh, bottom of the deck is the 8 of Wands. So again, a card of communication, incoming communication, quick communication. And this is usually very positive communication as well. Could very well have to do, again, with some sense of passion, attraction, connection. Yeah, okay. Let's clarify that 9 of Pentacles, please, and thank you, Spirit. For the collective, can you clarify that 9 of Pentacles? Thank you so much. Okay. Oh my. Okay. So, for the 9 of Pentacles, we got the King of Wands, the Hierophant, Ace of Wands again, so double confirmation on Ace of Wands. And the Strength card. This is so interesting. I think I'm going to clarify like who this energy is, but I'm almost sensing right now that this could be very well your energy, where you're very much like in your action mode, like your divine masculine, which is like very much about action and acting upon things. You may be very focused on your work, or the things that you're very passionate about, things that get you fired up, things that like help you keep going, you know? There's like something that you're fighting for, or something that you are just very passionate about, that like, yeah, it like motivates you to keep going, it inspires you to keep going. Because that's kind of what I'm feeling, is like this could very well be your energy, where you're just like, you're going for the things that you want and you're not afraid. And that could be a new feeling for you as well. And it's leading you to this independence, success, stability that you're building. Okay. The Hierophant. And so if that King of Wands is not your energy, it could be the person that is coming towards you. And they could want commitment of some sort, traditional type of commitment. But I'm also getting with this one that there could be a higher calling for you. And maybe that's what your passion or the things that you're working towards is connected to. Something to do with like the divine, or like you feel like you have like a bigger purpose to this life. And I feel like this is confirmation to say, yes, you do have a bigger purpose for this life. And it's going to make an impact. because like, oh, and you're wise. Yeah, the Hierophant is all about, this guy here is like the wise leader, and these people below are like coming to him for like advice, and they're being initiated or into their, their little church or whatever, religion. And so you're probably somebody that's very, very wise, and the knowledge and the information that you have needs to be shared in some way, I think. Oh, again, this is a different message than I was getting with the first Ace of Wands. I'm almost getting that, again, it's like going back to passions. There's something you're very passionate about. A passionate idea, or like an idea that sparks passion. You know what? It's literally giving me a passion project. I feel like you have something that is like, that you're very passionate about, that you care a lot about. And it could have started with just an idea. This is actually quite beautiful. Maybe something started out as an idea, and now you're finally taking steps towards that idea that makes you feel passionate, fired up, like motivated. Okay. I'm almost even, I don't know why I'm getting that message. I don't usually ever get this message with the Ace of Wands, but it's just what's coming to mind. There's like a little castle in the background. So I'm almost getting it like you may be like building an empire of some sort. And it starts with like a small idea, or like a small sense of passion, or like a small fire in your belly that grows into a huge raging fire, but in a positive way, in a way that actually helps accelerate you. Wow, okay. The Strength card. You probably have been trying your best to embody the Strength card here. You probably have had to become very confident in yourself. And so through the process of like working on yourself, learning to love yourself, learning to take care of yourself, it helps you become more confident in yourself. And I feel like that's what's helping you go along your path here, is like taking that inner strength, finding that inner confidence. And it's also like I'm getting a message not to listen to your demons, not to listen to those voices in your head that tell you you're not good enough, that tell you that your dreams or goals are impossible. You have to fight against those. And I feel like that's kind of like how you've been feeling, maybe trying to navigate this situation. Maybe you have had to, interrupt those nihilistic thoughts that you get, like, oh, this isn't going to work out, or, is this even worth it? Or I'm not seeing the results that I want to. Maybe I should give up. It's like you very much have to, and it's almost like a daily thing, I feel like, you have to constantly kind of battle those thoughts within you so that they don't convince you to stop what you're doing, because again, there's something about a divine purpose here. There's like so much, there's like a huge purpose that you're meant to fulfill in your life. And if this is in regards to somebody coming towards you, they need the confidence to come towards you. And that could be something that they are gaining right now, is the confidence to come towards you. Okay. Groovy. Okay, let's clarify the Six of Cups. Oh, before I do that, bottom of the deck is Six of Swords. Ooh, okay, I'm getting an interesting message with this one. So I'll just say it, what is coming to mind. I feel like you're moving out of a time of more negative mindsets into a time of, like more positive. Oh, I had a word specifically for it, but I lost it. Optimism. Maybe you're coming into a time of optimism. And it could even be that you're convincing yourself to be optimistic. If like Optimism, if it doesn't come to you like naturally or easily, I feel like you're kind of forcing your brain to think more optimistically, and that could be a struggle for you. That doesn't, that's not an easy thing to do, especially if you're programmed, which most of us are, programmed to think very negatively about ourselves and negatively about our dreams and goals and aspirations. But it's like maybe even like a mindset of hope. Yeah. And I'm also getting the message that like your past and like the chaos that happened in your past and like the feelings of unsafety and instability and stuff, it feels like that's like coming to an end, and you're starting like a new chapter in your life that is much more optimistic, much more hopeful. Okay, very cool. Let's clarify that Six of Cups, please and thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. This seems like a bit much, but maybe it's telling me a story. I'll take it. Oh, okay. This is interesting. So, clarifying the Six of Cups is the Queen of Swords. This could be how somebody views you. Somebody that's very good with boundaries, somebody that tells it like it is. I'm almost getting the message, like if this has to do with somebody like coming towards you to express feelings, you're gonna let them know exactly how you feel. That's kind of the energy I'm getting, and not in a mean way. I don't think you're a mean person, or like, oh, get away from me, I'm not attracted to you, or something like that. Okay, so yeah, the Queen of Swords could be indicating that you're just somebody that tells it like it is, kind of like you'll find a nice way to tell people like what you're thinking, but I feel like you're not gonna lie. Like if you don't have feelings for somebody, I don't think you're gonna waste their time. Yeah, I'm getting that like so clearly for some reason. Okay, and then the Five of Pentacles came out. Somebody's feeling left out in the cold. The Chariot, somebody wants to come forward. Also, this is very interesting, but we got the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. All the knights except for the Knight of Wands, which I find very fascinating. And kind of sandwiched in between is the Six of Pentacles. So the fact that the Five of Pentacles came out and now the Six of Pentacles came out, that shows progression, upward positive progression. So if somebody's feeling out in the cold, that's changing here. So if it comes down to like a relationship or connection between the two of you, that they feel like they're out in the cold, that you don't really care about them, yeah, I'm getting the message that they start to feel better for some reason. And maybe it's after they come towards you to communicate something or move towards what they want. Because like like the Chariot card kind of gives me those vibes where it's more like I'm just going towards what I want, and sometimes no, okay. I had a message, but I don't think it actually fits the reading. Okay. Leaves keep dropping on me. Okay. Moving towards their purpose. Okay, that's what I'm getting. They're moving towards their purpose, something that they feel like is their purpose, which it could very well be a connection with you that they feel like is meant for them. And maybe it will even help them on their path in life. That's kind of how they're seeing it. So you may be somebody that's like very beneficial to this person that's coming towards you. I am so intrigued by the fact that there's the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, because it's like very different energies, but like, I mean, they want to come forward, and this is also a double confirmation for the Knight of Swords. So yeah, somebody really wants to come in and communicate with you, like right now. And it, okay, so I'm getting the message that the reason that they want to come in right now is because they don't want to miss their chance. They don't want to miss their opportunity here. Yeah, they're very fired up, ready to go with that one. Knight of Cups, they have a message of feelings, you know? This could be like somebody asking you on a date, or somebody expressing the fact that they have feelings for you, and, you know, asking if you feel the same way, if you have any, you know, mutual feelings to start something here. Okay. And then the Six of Pentacles. So somebody clearly wants to give here, wants to give to this connection. They may also view you as a very giving person as well. I'm almost getting the message with this, like, maybe you're a person that, like, gives so much that this person wants to give to you for a chance, or for a change. Like, you're probably somebody that gives so much that you never give to yourself, or you never let yourself receive from others. That's an interesting message. And also, this could be what they're communicating, is that they want to give to this connection. They want something to happen here between the two of you, where they give to you. The Knight of Pentacles following that I find very interesting, because it's almost like this rushing type of energy, like coming in to communicate with the Knight of Swords there. And then it's like, once they communicate that, they slow down. I don't know what that means. Maybe like maybe it's you that put them in this position. So maybe you're somebody that needs to take time to really consider things. So if it's some sort of like a expression of feelings that this person's coming towards you with, you may be a person that just like needs time to think it over. And so maybe that's when they enter this Knight of Pentacles mode. It's like they're kind of waiting for your response, or they're kind of waiting for you to tell them whether or not you have feelings for them, or whether or not you want to explore something together. Yeah, because it's almost like they know what they want. They're just waiting. And I think that they're waiting for you. They're waiting for your response, how you feel. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit card. So they may just be coming out of like a hermit phase, or you could be. A phase in which you or them have been isolating, focusing on yourself, what you want. You know, the Hermit has all the answers within himself to guide him on his path. He has like an inner guidance system within him. And so either you or this person have been taking the time to get in touch with that inner guidance system. And they're letting that move them towards the things that they want, or you are. Could also be a mirroring energy. Could be both of you have gone through a hermit phase that you're coming out of. Okay, let's clarify that Hanged Man, please and thank you. Ooh. Okay, anything else for that Hanged Man, please and thank you, Spirit. Ooh. Anything else for that Hanged Man, please and thank you, Spirit. Ooh. Anything else, please and thank you, Spirit. For the collective. Ooh, I really want to come out. Huh. Anything else for that? I feel like that's not the complete message. There's something else. Please and thank you. What else for this Hanged Man? Please and thank you, Spirit. They're telling me to keep going. Is that? Okay. Okay. Is that it for the Hanged Man? Anything else for the Hanged Man? Jeez Louise. Anything else for the Hanged Man, please and thank you. There's like a fluff of pollen floating. Oh goodness gracious, okay. Okay, I think that's... Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Okay. What the heckaroonie? Okay. I'm getting... Okay. Okay. Well, let me just show you the cards that came out before I start rambling. Temperance card. Somebody wants to heal something here. Somebody wants to make something a better situation. Mutually beneficial is what I'm getting. They want something to be they want something to be mutually beneficial for the both of you. They want to start from scratch. They want to explore something and build it. Build it from the root up, you know? I can dig. But it's so interesting because it's followed by the Three of Swords, heartbreak, Eight of Cups, leaving behind a... Typically, that's kind of the breakup card, you know? We're leaving behind somebody that's just no longer serving you. Ten of Swords, devastation. Okay. Two of Swords, indecision. The Fool card, a new beginning. So, what I take all of this to mean... Ooh, okay. The Three of Swords. This person may have been between you and another energy, pulled in between, like feeling like they were stuck in between two energies. They couldn't decide who they wanted to go towards, and then they decided that something was just not fulfilling them anymore, so they left that behind, started to go towards the things that they actually do want. And then it's like Ten of Swords is like devastation, feeling like you're at your rock bottom. So maybe this like breakup of some sort leaves this person feeling unstable. So like, I guess I'm getting the message that like if, for example, if like say two people are together for a long time and their finances are kind of like, you know, mingled, and you know, breaking up would be like a financial devastation. It's almost kind of what I'm getting here. But also it could be like devastation in terms of like just feeling like they could lose everything or something. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm getting the message that maybe this I don't know why I can't talk today. As if it's any different from any other day. I can't talk anyways. They're coming... Okay. I'm almost getting this message about, like, they're coming out of the darkness and into the light. And I almost see, like, maybe this past relationship or whatever they were connected to before that they're deciding to walk away from, it could very well have been at the darker period of their life. Their rock bottom. Maybe, yeah. Maybe it was like that relationship was their rock bottom. That was their dark period. That was traumatic even, is what I'm getting. Could have been a traumatizing relationship for this person. Also, you know, this has like backstabbing messages and, you know, betrayal messages. So it's like all of those things could have impacted that feeling of like toxicity within a relationship. And it's almost like afterwards they kind of don't know where to go, what to do. They have to like tap into their intuition to really find out what that is. It could even have to do with them finding themselves again. Because like sometimes when we get into serious relationships with people, sometimes we just become so involved, so attached to somebody that we kind of only think about them. We kind of neglect ourselves. We kind of don't really remember who we were before that relationship. So I'm almost kind of wondering if that's kind of their energy here, is like finding themselves again or something. And it kind of is confusing, but then it's like it's crystal clear with the Fool card following right after. Like they clearly want a new beginning. Clearly not with this past person. I imagine it's with you, this new beginning. It's so interesting too, because they come out of this period of like doubt and uncertainty and confusion. But like the Fool is very much like that youthful, optimistic energy. Like he's going on an adventure and he doesn't even care where he's going. He's just excited for it, you know? And maybe that's how they see this connection with you, is like they don't necessarily know where this is gonna go, but they wanna try. Yeah. And it's almost like they're letting the divine guide them. Yeah. And that's kind of going back to that, like needing to tap into their intuition. So maybe they are now finally tapped into their intuition, and their intuition is telling them to go forward, start this new beginning. Try to be more optimistic even. And this is funny. The Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck, because all of these cards that I just showed you are clarifying the Hanged Man, and we got another Hanged Man. So double confirmation for that. Double confirmation for perspective shifts. Something happened with this person that triggered this change. That triggered like this enlightenment, or this like ability to see things from a different perspective. I wonder almost if like maybe this person had been trying for some time to make things work with their past partner, and this Hanged Man moment is just them finally realizing like, no matter what I do, it's not gonna change. Because like that's also like the Hanged Man is very much about like an enlightened perspective shift, like coming out of a time of unenlightenment into a time of enlightenment. I'm also getting the message that this is not, it doesn't come easily to them. This doesn't come naturally. Like this is a different thing for them. And I don't know if they mean the connection that they have with you, or leaving behind a partner. Maybe they're not somebody that breaks up with people. Maybe they usually let the other person break up. Maybe they're somebody that will stick with somebody no matter how miserable they are. But it's like this is new, like new area for them. New, I don't even know how to articulate this message. It's like it's a new arena for them. Like it's not like a new territory kind of thing, or it's like they're not used to this. And also that could be indicating that maybe they're not used to being with somebody or trying to be with somebody that they have true deep feelings for. Yeah. Yeah, because there's something that about that. Like, this is new. This is different for them. Like, this is maybe even slightly uncomfortable for them to think this way or do things this way. Like, it's, yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. Is like maybe it's against their nature in some way to break up with somebody. Maybe it's against their nature to give up on a relationship. Maybe it's against their nature typically to, you know, break up with somebody and go towards somebody else. I don't know. Something is different and possibly challenging. Okay. I'm gonna go back to that original Knight of Swords, and under it was the Judgment card. And earlier I had felt like there was another message attached to that, so I'm just gonna ask the cards. Please and thank you, Spirit. Could you clarify that Judgment card if there needs to be additional information, clarification for that Judgment card? Please and thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. Is there any more clarification for that Judgment card? Please and thank you, Spirit. Whew. I think a bug just flew into my eye. Why don't I always go for the eyes? Or the face, you know? I always fly to the face. Maybe it's just my face. They don't like my face. They said, it would look better with a bug in it. Anyways, anything else for that Judgment card? Maybe I did get it. Maybe I got the message. Okay. We'll just do one more. Ooh. Okay. The Lovers. Okay. Again, there's something about the nudity here, because on the Judgment card and the Lovers card, they're nude. Something is exposed. Something will be exposed. A choice. Oh, okay. Oh. So this Knight of Swords could very well be this Hanged Man energy that we were picking up on. Because it's like the thing that's coming to light, the thing that's being exposed here is a choice that they're making. A very, very, very important choice. A very major choice, because these are the major arcana. Judgment and the Lovers. I'm also getting with that Judgment card that maybe you judge this person a little bit when they come towards you. Like, especially if they did make a choice. I literally feel like maybe somebody chose you over a different relationship. And it could even be like, maybe it's not that serious. Like, maybe it wasn't really that serious of a relationship, but it feels like it was. But, you know, maybe it was just somebody that they had been talking to for some time, or casually dating or something like that. But yeah, I feel like there is a slight judgment on your end. Maybe you're like, okay, like, why would you do that? Like, I feel like there's like a sense of judgment, and not necessarily in a mean way, but you're just like, I think you're like one of those types of people that tries to see like the morals of the situation from every angle, if that makes sense. Like, and maybe you're like feeling bad for their past partner kind of thing. You know, like, what did that past partner do to deserve to be left for somebody else kind of thing. And so that could be where your judgment is coming through, is like, why would you just leave that person behind? Like, that's kind of shitty. You know, that's kind of what the energy is that I'm picking up on. But again, there's something about divine messaging with these two cards, because again, there's like the angels above these naked figures. It's almost like, because like in this one, the angel is blowing the horn to get your attention, to tell you a message, to, you know, there's something there that needs to be communicated. And then in the Lover's card, he's just kind of chilling. He's chilling with his eyes closed. So it's like, okay, I fulfilled my purpose here. So it's almost like the divine could be like kind of smushing you guys together. Maybe even like partially, like, and I don't mean this, but like, I almost said like against your will, but I don't mean that like literally. Like, obviously if you're not into this person, don't take them. Like, you know, you don't have to take anybody that you're not feeling, but it's almost like the divine is like orchestrating this. Like, yes, you guys come together now, and then I've done my job and I'm cool now, because like now you guys are together, and that's what was meant to happen, or something like that. I mean, I could dig, you know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, right? Yeah, and maybe like they'll explain themselves a little bit more too, because like if you're kind of in that judgment energy, like maybe you don't know that their ex was, you know, toxic or abusive, or, you know, that it was more complex than what you imagine it to be, is kind of like the energy I'm getting. Again, bottom of the deck, Hanged Man. Yeah, it's like that's what made this choice happen. That's what made them choose, is like this perspective shift. Like they just woke up one day, well, maybe it wasn't so sudden, but like pretty much they like suddenly had this realization that like what they were doing wasn't for them, and they had to do those difficult choices. They had to make those difficult decisions that made them uncomfortable. But ultimately it's for like it's along the divine plan or the divine path. There's something about that. Okay. And I'm going to clarify underneath that Ace of Swords we got earlier. I'm going to clarify the Moon card because, yeah, I just want to see like what's going on with that. Please and thank you, Spirit. Can you tell me more about this Moon card for the collective in terms of what is coming towards them? Is there something about this Moon card that I need to know? Please and thank you, Spirit. Please and thank you, Spirit. Clarification for the Moon card. Please and thank you, Spirit. I can't tell if it's my hair tickling me or if it's the branch. I think it's the branch. Okay. Anything else for this Moon card, please and thank you? Is there information that I need on this Moon card? Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Oh, okay. So we got the Eight of Pentacles, Four of Cups, King of Pentacles. So and this is what is going on behind the scenes that you don't see, because this is clarifying the Moon card. So this is what is hidden. This person's working on something, and maybe has been for some time. Maybe it's themselves, maybe it's their stability in life, career path. They've been working at something. And then it's like this Four of Cups is almost telling me that they have grown the ability to become selective. And like more particular about like the energies that they let in. Like I'm not necessarily getting like a bad energy from this, because sometimes I can get like a little bit more of like a immature kind of like, you know, ungrateful energy with the Four of Cups, but it's almost like I'm getting the message where it's like maybe this person had to learn how to grow standards, is pretty much what I'm getting. Is like maybe they didn't have standards before for like who they ended up with or who they would date or whatever. And it's like through becoming selective, they become the King of Pentacles. Much more stable, much more mature, much more grounded. Yeah, so it's like this shift in mindsets I'm getting. Especially when it comes to love. Yeah, and also this project that they've been working on, whether it's themselves or like something related to finances, like a career path or something, it's giving them the ability to come into the time of, or come into the energy of the King of Pentacles. So somebody that's like a boss, you know, it could be literally a boss, but I'm not necessarily getting that. It's more like the boss of their own destiny, maybe their own business, or maybe they're like a manager of some sort. And also I'm getting almost like they're building a reputation, but like a good reputation, you know? That's like solid and reliable. Okay. So yeah, okay. I'm going to clarify on this Nine of Pentacles, the Strength card. Oh, bottom of the deck is the King of Swords. So there could be something about him needing, I don't know why I said him. Apply this to any gender. It could be something about them that needs to embody the King of Swords here. So it's like they need to come in directly, like with direct communication, say exactly what they mean. Oh, also this is the divine counterpart to the Queen of Swords, which I think we saw earlier for you. So yeah, they gotta match your energy, you know? If you're selective and you're good with boundaries and stuff, this person needs to be selective and good with boundaries too. Okay. Let's clarify that Strength card. If there's any more information about that Strength card, please and thank you, Spirit. For the collective. In regards to what's coming towards them. Can you clarify that Strength card for me, please and thank you, Spirit? Please and thank you. Spirit. Oh goodness, that's way too many. That's like half the deck. No way. Okay. Anything like a smaller message maybe about the Strength card, please and thank you? Maybe just like one card or a couple or a few. Please and thank you, Spirit. Strength card? I might have already said the message. Oh, maybe not. Also, it seems like that's kind of a pattern for like these clarifications, or maybe just like a couple of them, is that I feel like, I don't know how to explain this, but it's like I feel like because the cards aren't coming out instantly, I like start to think like, oh, maybe I already got the message. But then like as soon as I like kind of say that and consider it, then the message comes out. So that could be something that you could apply to your own life or something. Like I feel like that's significant in some way. Like don't give up, because like it's like that kind of message. I feel like it's like don't give up because it's right around the corner. Maybe the answer to something. I don't know. That's just a specific message that's coming through. What's clarifying that Strength card is the Four of Swords, Eight of Swords, the World card, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. I actually really like this because I feel like this is kind of confirming what I was saying earlier. You know, in terms of like those thoughts, right? Like those negative thoughts that come in and are telling you like, oh, you wouldn't be good at that, or don't try to do that, you'll make a fool of yourself, or you know, it's never gonna work out anyways. It's like you have been in this Eight of Swords energy, and like through working on yourself, through focusing on yourself, taking care of yourself, you've realized this is a pattern. And this is not a pattern that you're proud of. This is not a pattern that you want to keep going. You very much like do not want to be in this mindset of like overthinking everything and like having those inner voices, that inner dialogue that's trying to convince you not to go down your path. Because again, you have a major path here that's very important for you to keep going. And so like, yeah, going back to the Strength card, like I said earlier, you are fighting, you're actively fighting against those negative thoughts, that inner dialogue that is trying to tell you that you are not enough, or that you aren't good enough, or that, you know, something's not going to work out. It's like you have to battle those mindsets, and you have been. And that's like the thing here is like you have been working on that. You've been working on like overcoming that, because the World card is the next card that popped out. You've closed out that cycle. You've closed out that cycle of like, you know, not believing in yourself, listening to those inner voices of like criticism and stuff, and nihilism and stuff. You're past that. You're like, okay, that didn't serve me. Let me leave that behind in the past because I've learned lessons. I've learned myself almost. It's like, yeah, you've learned stuff about yourself that has given you more confidence. And maybe even like you have grown to see what your true potential is. Maybe you didn't even realize the amount of potential that you had, and then once you get started on this like path that you're going down, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm actually doing the damn thing, you know? And then maybe that is what fuels you to keep going, because there's something here that Spirit is very proud of you for like accomplishing. Like, you have leveled up, you have learned lessons, you've closed out those cycles that just don't help you in any way, that actively hold you back probably. And you're just like on to bigger and better things, you know? You're no longer like trying to be that person that is, you know, has a very low self-esteem. You don't want to be that person that is, you know, talking themselves out of everything, you know? Like, you want to be confident. You want to go for the things that you want to achieve. And it feels like Spirit is like giving you the thumbs up, you know? Like, keep going. You're on the right path. This is meant for you. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing right now, but it's really meant for you. And it's important. It's very important. And then with the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands, I'm getting the message that, honestly, this feels like your energy. It's like when you're coming into this new phase of your life, when you're coming into this new phase, sorry if you can hear the sirens in the background, take that as confirmation, I guess, that you're just having your glow up here. But yeah, it's like I'm getting that this is your energy when you're coming into that new phase of your life in which you have some sense of confidence. I'm not saying that you're like perfect every day. I'm not saying that you're like, oh, I'm the best thing that ever walked this earth. I'm not saying anything like that. But, you know, you're gaining that inner sense of confidence, that inner sense of stability, that inner sense of like, I know I got me kind of thing. Like, I know that at the end of the day, I am there for myself no matter what. And I will keep showing up for myself. I will keep doing things for myself because I deserve it kind of feeling. So yeah, you're coming into this time where you're super loving. And I think, you know, like a lot of people don't understand this, but when you're kind to yourself, you're able to treat others with so much more kindness. And we don't think that that's true, you know, or at least I used to not think that, because I was like, oh, you know, I'm super insecure, but I'm nice to everybody else. But looking back, there were times where I wasn't very nice to other people because I was like, you know, like I had been told my whole life that, you know, you either poop. Oh, where was it going with that? Oh, I hate when I get brain fog moments. For those who may not know, I am I got kind of freaked out from that spider because it kind of looked like a black widow even though it wasn't. I was like so nervous. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, anyways. What was I even talking about, dude? Okay. Oh yes, okay. Blah, blah, blah. Going back to when you treat yourself kinder, you're so much more kinder to everyone else around you as well. And I used to think like, oh, that's not true because I'm always nice to everyone else and I just am super insecure and, you know, hard on myself only. But that's not true. Like I had moments where I told myself that's how I acted, like was like, oh, I'm so nice to everybody, and you know, I think I suffered from like a little bit of a victim complex back then, where it's like, you know, I treat everybody so nice and everybody hates me and, you know, I'm the worst, blah, blah, blah. Which, you know, no hate to my former self, but, you know, I think we all go through that at one point in our lives or another. But yeah, like when we're kinder to ourselves, we genuinely are more empathetic to others. Because like if you think about it, like what's the most difficult thing to do other than love yourself? Especially in this society, especially with the things that we grow up around, the messages that we receive in the media and from our families and from like just being socialized. And so it's like, once you unlock that within yourself, when you love yourself, and I'm not saying like Instagram worthy self-love, like not like you know, picture perfect images, or you know, like of like an aesthetic home spa day. I'm not talking about that, but like true self-love, which is, you know, those moments of being very disappointed in yourself and still loving yourself no matter what, still forgiving yourself for those moments where we make mistakes, allowing ourselves that grace, you know, and like allowing ourselves to feel things and think things and act upon things without judgment. Of course, like if it's good, you know, not hurting anyone. But like, you know, and so it's like, obviously that's gonna kind of, when you're building that up within yourself, it's gonna leak out into the rest of your life, and it's going to touch so many other different people. You're gonna find yourself being way more patient with other people. You're going to find yourself being like way more open-minded with other people when you have that self-love within you, when you build up that self-love. And so it's like, yeah, as a result of coming into that period of self-love, you're just going to be overflowing with love. I'm getting honestly very maternal vibes, which, you know, apply this to any gender, but like, you're just somebody that's super giving, caring, and you're so considerate and kind, like, and it makes an impact. That's another thing too, is like these two personalities that you're embodying are so important. And I think that this is why what you're doing is going to make a huge impact, is because you've worked on yourself, because of where you're at in your journey. You just have this beautiful, loving energy. And I almost feel like people almost see you as like a maternal figure, you know, apply it to any gender. You know, they just see you as like this person that they can rely on, that they know that they're safe with, that they know that they can trust with their thoughts or their, you know, whatever, you know, it's like they can trust you. They feel that sense of like trust and comfort. And then with the Queen of Wands, you're just becoming so like, it's a cute message that I'm getting with this. It's like, you're just becoming so spunky. That's it. You're becoming spunky. Like, you just like have this energy about you that's just like, literally it's like, things don't really phase you like they did. I'm getting literally the image of like you just like tripping, and then you're like dust yourself off and you're like, ah, fine, let's keep going. Like, you just have this resilience within you that is so visible to other people. And it's beautiful and inspiring as well. And like, not to mention, there's a confidence that's part of the Queen of Wands. And so it's like, yeah, you're becoming more confident. You're going after the things that you truly want. And you're not listening to what the haters have to say, is literally like the message I'm getting. Because like with the black cat on the Queen of Wands card, you know, there's superstitions around black cats being bad luck and stuff, but the Queen of Wands has the black cat because she likes cats, or she likes black cats, you know, like whatever. And so although everybody's like freaked out by this black cat, she's like, I don't see what the big deal is, it's just my cat, you know. I love this cat, and I don't care if you think it's bad luck, I love it, you know. And that's kind of like what I see you doing with your life, is like, you may have been somebody to listen to everybody else instead of your own self, instead of your inner guidance. And it's like, I know what I want, I know what I'm passionate about, I know what my purpose is, and I'm not going to let anybody hold me back. And I feel like it's as a result of you letting people hold you back for so long. You're like, no more of that, no more of that. I'm going to just go for what I want, and I'm not going to listen to these people trying to tell me not to do these things, or that they're not going to work, or, you know, whatever. And obviously, again, as long as you're not hurting anyone. But yeah, it's like, yeah, you're just no longer listening to those haters that are just trying to hold you back, that are just trying to bring you down to their level, you know? You're just like, you keep it pushing, you keep it pushing. But also you just like have this lightness about you that is very like passionate and like fun, and like you have a good sense of humor is what I'm getting. Yeah. Maybe that's like your coping skill. Maybe you kind of like laugh everything off. But like it's also like you make other people laugh too, you know? Yeah. It's a really cute energy. Also, I'm just remembering that this is all clear underneath the 9 of Pentacles that we got. And so earlier, when I clarified it, we had the King of Wands, and now the Queen of Wands is showing up. So this could also be indicating a divine match, or this could be you balancing your masculine and your feminine qualities within yourself. So that's also beautiful, because I personally believe that we all have masculine and feminine qualities within ourselves. And so it's like almost like you're mastering yourself in so many levels, and you're becoming so balanced. It's so beautiful. So I want to clarify this Fool card because I want to know what this new beginning is. Although I kind of already assume, like, I kind of already guessed. But before I do that, bottom of the deck energy is the 6 of Cups. So that's a double confirmation for 6 of Cups, which is somebody from your past, somebody that you have good memories with. Yeah, I'm not necessarily getting an ex energy. I feel like this could be an acquaintance that you had in the past, a friend that you had in the past, a coworker that you had in the past, or, you know, somebody that you've shared good times with. And so, okay, I'm getting like an energy of like you needing to trust this person. Or like maybe trust is a part of, I don't know, something about trust with that. Trusting that things will be okay. Trusting that, because it's like that youthful sense of trust is what I'm picking up on. You know, like when you're young and you're very trusting and stuff, and like, you know, bad things haven't happened to you yet, so you're just like unaware of like, and I'm not saying that you should trust people blindly, but I feel like maybe have a more open mind in regards to trust, because you may have a past that caused you to be very mistrusting of people. But it seems like trust, like not only trust like the scenario, and you're like, trust your intuition, trust that the divine has your back, that the divine is protecting you. There's nothing to fear here is like kind of the message. Okay, let's clarify that Fool card, please and thank you. What is this new beginning with the collective, please and thank you. Coming in for the collective, please and thank you. Clarification for the Fool card, please and thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. Can you clarify that Fool card for me, please and thank you? What is this new beginning all about, please and thank you, Spirit? What is that new beginning that's going to take place? Or that this person wants to take place? What's that new beginning, please and thank you? What's that new beginning, please and thank you, Spirit? Clearly something has to do with divine timing. Again, major arcana. It seems like something really big is happening for you. So, geez, yeah. If this is somebody that, like, you know, did leave their past partner and now wants to come towards you, it's like they feel like now is the time. Now is the divine timing for it. Like, the divine timing is now. Like, this is time for a cycle together. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna ask the cards a little bit more, but 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, or 3 of Wands, excuse me. And so that's telling me that, yeah, I just said the time is now, and that's literally what the 3 of Wands is telling me. The time to act is now. So it's like, I truly believe that this person thinks that they're gonna miss their opportunity if they do not act, and so they want to act now. Is there anything else you could tell me about that Fool card? Yeah, anything else to add to that, please and thank you, Spirit? Anything else to add to that Fool card, please and thank you, for more clarification? Whoop, 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 whoop. Two of Wands. They're making plans. The plan... Oh. I'm almost getting the message where it's like... How do I word this? Like, how do I... Like, this person is ready to explore more. Like, maybe more about life, more about connections with others. Like, there's something more is what I'm getting with this. Or maybe there's gotta be something more. Maybe that's what they're thinking. Because it's like this feeling of like being like discontented, or is that the correct word? I don't know. With like things as they are, and it's like, I want new, I want different, I want... Like there's something more, there's something... I'm almost getting the message too that this could be like part of the divine plan. Maybe there's even a lesson for you two to learn together. Or maybe a lesson for them to learn. I don't know. There's just something more. Like, that's the message I'm getting. Like, there has to be something more. Okay. Anything else for that Fool card, please and thank you? What is this person making plans about? What is this new beginning, please and thank you? Thank you. Six of Cups again. Jeez. Oh. This person has very good memories of you. I think, oh my gosh, I'm getting such a deep message with that. You've touched their inner child. You feed their inner child. Maybe you both kind of like get into like a childish kind of energy when you're around each other. Like, maybe you guys like to play. Maybe you guys like to, you know, fool around, and not in that sense, but like, you know, in the way that like, I don't know, maybe you guys like to build forts, you know, just to build a fort, you know, like a pillow fort or whatever. Or like maybe you would play hide and go seek, or like tag or something. Like, it's cute. Like, it's a cute energy. And like, maybe that's what they want with you. They want that feeling of like, of that like inner child nourishment. So they could have had trauma too in their childhood that kept them from experiencing a childhood that was stress-free and like a true childhood. And so it's like, that means the world to them, that you can talk to them on that level and interact with them on that level. Okay. I'm gonna ask the card some more, but like Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, I almost feel like they're waiting and they're watching something. Maybe they're waiting and they're watching you, waiting for the right time. Yeah. Anything else about that Fool card, please and thank you? What is this new beginning? So maybe this new beginning is simply just catching up with you. I thought it was going to be like way more romantic, but I'm honestly starting to think that like maybe they just want to become friends. Maybe it starts as friends. Because it's like not seeming super serious. Yeah. Okay, maybe they just want to like, you know, start off with a conversation, see where it goes. Like build a friendship before a relationship or something. Or maybe that's like honestly all they want. Okay. Eight of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Very interesting. Clearly they want to communicate, and now communicate positive things, but the Seven of Swords makes me skeptical of their like intentions. Maybe that's how you view them, especially if you have like that sense of judging them for like what they've done in the past or something, or like how they've decided to go about their business. You may be very mistrusting of this person when they come forward with that communication. Okay, I think I'm getting the message now. So this new beginning, on their end, I feel like they want something more, but they're not gonna push it with you. They want to see how you respond to their communication before anything really takes off, which honestly, I like that, because it shows that this person genuinely cares if you feel the same way, if you want the same things, and doesn't have like an expectation of we have to be together. Like that's the only outcome, you know? So yeah, you may be reasonably like skeptical of this person and kind of like hold them at an arm's length, like I still am not sure about you kind of thing. But it seems like they open up pretty nicely. It seems positive for the most part. It's just a matter of that, like not trusting at first. Yeah, because I'm thinking that like their past behavior probably was not the best. So you may be judging them based on past behavior that you've either first-handed, like, or first-hand experience / noticed or observed, or yeah, or like their reputation or something. So yeah, I feel like you're gonna be skeptical, and maybe that's what kind of causes this to be a little bit like not as straightforward as like a, you know, them coming in being like, oh, let's date, and then you guys, you know, dating and whatever. It seems like you definitely have opinions about this person, and you know, ultimately it will be up to you what you want to do. Yeah, bottom of the deck, the Hermit. So again, they could have come through like with this like major awakening, finally figuring out what they want, figuring out what they need to change. And so they could have had like a complete rebirth, a complete like change of personality, or like shift in their objectives in life and stuff. So it's like, yeah, I think even though this person seems to have transformed, I feel like you're still not quite certain or sure. So it's like time will tell. Time will tell you what like is really going on, and I feel like that's kind of what's going to happen. Is like this person's going to come forward and they're going to be probably pretty flirty, or you know, be open about their feelings, and then you're kind of going to be like, well, you know, hold your horses. I'm not going to jump into anything with you right now because I still kind of don't trust you. Yeah, that's kind of the energy I'm getting. Also, you're wise, and you know yourself, so you know if this person is for you or not. So, you know, you're wise enough to make that decision for yourself. Not to mention you have your intuition, you have your divine correspondence, I suppose. And so probably like a little bit judgmental of this person because of like the past hurt that they've inflicted on others, and you're like, you know, how can you change from that? But I feel like time will tell you all that you need to know. You know, the more you talk to this person, you'll see if this is just a mask that they're putting on to impress you or to get somewhere with you, or if it's genuinely their personality now, or if they've really been rebirthed into somebody new. So I honestly feel like that's the best way to go about this, is just to take the time to really like see and read, like maybe read more into it before you like make any final decisions, I guess. Because it's feeling like the energy I'm getting is like, don't be too hasty. Don't be too hasty. Because there might be like, even if you guys just become friends, even if you guys like just have a conversation. Who knows what good that could do for you, you know? I think that we meet people for a reason, and I think that we interact with people for a reason. And even if it's a lesson, even if it's you know, I don't know, like it just feels like maybe there's something there. Even if it doesn't work out in terms of a relationship, there could be something there. Maybe this is the start to a lifelong friendship, you know? You never know. And I feel like that's kind of what Spirit is trying to get me to communicate to you, is like, just feel it out and don't rush things, and, you know, just observe. I feel like that's honestly what Spirit is saying more than anything. Observe this person, because you'll see through their actions. You'll see through the way that they go about their life if this person is for real or not. Okay, yeah, I can dig. Alrighty, so that is the message. That's a reading. I really hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that it resonated. If it did resonate, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe, you can become a part of the Hive Collective, because my name is Bee. Bees live in hives, and you can become an honorary bee like me, and we can be a little bee family, just loving each other, and be a little family, and just be chilling and making honey. I don't know why I sound like that. Oh no, I don't know why I did that. Okay, I think it's time to go now. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Thank you. Oh, also, if you want to be notified for my future videos, be sure to press the bell icon so that YouTube actually notifies you. All right, thank you so much. Bye.